This recipe brings two of my favourite things together, halloumi cheese and lamb. And the thing I love about halloumi cheese is you can cook it. And when you fry it with the lamb, it gets a lovely coating on the outside and it is really delicious. Now, this recipe I've done many, many times, and it's a great recipe if you're having a barbecue and you've got some people coming over and you want to serve something a little bit different. Now, I've got some rosemary and some oregano on the board here, and I'll just chop them up nice and roughly. This is the marinade I'll make for the halloumi cheese and the lamb. And the more herbs you put in it, the better it tastes. There we go, chopped up nice and roughly. That's all you need. You can chop them fine if you want, but really, when it's barbecued or grilled or pan-fried like I'm going to do, you just want it nice and rough so you can see it on the outside. Garlic goes in there as well. You've got to have plenty of garlic. And also I've got a few spices here. I've got some chilli, some cumin and some coriander. These are ground and in they go. You can put a lot of chilli in if you want, but I think I've got the right amount there. Now for some zing, I'm going to use some lemon zest. So I'm using a microplane here so I get all that lovely lemon zest off here. If you haven't got a microplane, just use the fine part of a cheese grater. It'll work just the same. Now this is the halloumi cheese and I love this stuff. I call it squeaky cheese, and if you ever try it, when you chew on it, once it's been fried, it has a squeaky sort of texture, and that's one of the things I love about it. Now these packets here are the perfect size. It stays in its own brine, and that's what keeps it nice and fresh. Once you take it out of the packet like this, you can see it looks a lot like feta cheese, but it's very, very different. I'll cut it into good sized pieces. I want something that's going to be about the same size as the lamb, and I pop it in there like that. 1, 2, 3. A couple of small pieces in there, but they will be delicious. Now, I'm using lamb backstrap here. Well, this is the loin, and you can see it's been beautifully cleaned by the butcher. There's no sinew or fat on it at all. So what I like to do is cut it all the way down the middle here like this, and then cut it into pieces about the same size as the halloumi. And then all you need to do is pop that into the bowl with the cheese. Look at that, straight through the middle here like that. Beautiful. And I love the lamb backstrap because it's nice and lean and has a lovely flavour and is really, really tender and cooks really quickly as well. So once you've got it in the bowl there, it's time to season it up. I'm using some extra virgin olive oil and a good sploosh of that over the top of it. And of course, some pepper, plenty of pepper on there. And one of my favourite things is salt. Salt loves meat and meat loves salt. They go together so well. But the thing to remember is halloumi cheese is a little bit salty, so it has a lot of salt in it, so you don't need to add too much. It'll season itself. And all you need to do is mix that around so you've got that marinade in and around every single bit of the halloumi cheese and the lamb. And once you've got it like this, it's just a matter of skewering it up. Now, I should cover this with Glad wrap and let it marinate in the fridge overnight, but I'm going to get it straight in the pan. Now, I'm using these metal skewers, which are cheap and easy to buy. You can use wooden skewers if you want, but I reckon the metal skewers are best because you can use them again and again. I like to skewer it point to point, so you've got these lovely angles all the way through. And so when it sits in the pan, it'll go nice and golden on each side. So what you do is you go corner to corner all the way down there like that. Plenty of lamb on here, plenty of halloumi. You can tell this is going to be a delicious dish all the way there, 3 of each. That looks great. If you want to do something different, you can hold the lamb like this and skewer it all the way down and put the halloumi cheese right up against it. This way you'll get a lot more lamb and cheese on your skewer. That looks fantastic like that. I'll skewer the rest of these up and then we'll get them into the pan and get them cooking. Okay, we're ready to go. The lamb's cooked beautifully. I like it medium rare, but if you want it cooked more, that's quite all right with me. Stack them up beautifully. They look fantastic. Now, all you need to do is garnish them up with a little bit of parsley on there and some lemon. Plenty of squeezed lemon on top there. The lemon works so well with the lamb and the halloumi. Pop a couple of lemon wedges on the side there and a little bit of parsley on the side. That is a cracking dish and a fantastic way to use my 2 ingredients, lamb and halloumi. Delicious.